Alright, what is up guys, Nate4 here and welcome to another video, and today we are ranking the scary movies from the worst to the best. And I'm not talking about like all the movies in general, okay, so there's not going to be Friday the 13th, there's no Nightmare on Elm Street, no Halloween, no Chucky, none of that, just the parody movies, okay? If you saw the thumbnail, then you know what I'm talking about, that's why you're here. So I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet, but this video wasn't that easy to make, so please, get the likes up, get the views up, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you are not. And without further ado, ladies and gents, enjoy the video. Alright, so easily in last place for me, we're going to go ahead and put Scary Movie 5 and dead last for good reason. This movie stinks, it's bad, it's unacceptable, okay? A movie that's almost an hour and a half long, and I only laughed, twice? Yes, I counted, literally twice. That's bad. And, I tried to keep an open mind, okay? Because I like Ashley Tisdale, okay? I like Ashley Tisdale. She's great. She's Sharpay in High School Musical. She's Maddie from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. She's Candace in Phineas and Ferb. But in this one, she just doesn't have that same charm. And, this movie just doesn't have many things going for it. I like Simon Rex. I'm glad that he's back in the role. He's always fun. And it's cool to see Snoop Dogg and Mac Miller. They look like they're having fun in the roles or whatever. But other than that, this movie just has no redeeming qualities. It really suffers without, the Wayans brothers and Anna Faris. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I like Ashley Tisdale, but she's no Anna Faris, okay? So Scary Movie 5 is easily at last place for me. And it's just not good. Lots of people like to just pretend this one just doesn't exist. And, rewatching this movie, you understand why, okay? This movie is just not great by any means. But now, in fourth place, we're actually going to go with Scary Movie 4. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I don't dislike this movie nearly as much as I dislike Scary Movie 5. I actually enjoy this one a good amount more than that one. This one, it's not bad, but it's not as good as the first three. And pretty much my problem with this one is it kind of feels like they're trying to retread the third one in most scenes. Like the whole freaking alien invasion plot point that was literally done in Scary Movie 3. The Michael Jackson joke that they try to do, they did that in Scary Movie 3. The bickering and, antics between Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart, that's literally in Scary Movie 3. Even though I enjoy Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart, so I'll allow that last one. But the first two, not so much. And Simon Rex, he returns in this one as well, him and Charlie Sheen, but this time around they're just cameo characters. And I don't know, it's okay. They're good in 3, not so much in 4. So pretty much the only things I really enjoyed from this movie would be Kevin Hart, Anthony Anderson, and Regina Hall. Even Anna Faris, she just seemed like she just didn't have that much to do in this movie. And they introduced this new character, I forgot his name, but he's just a little too cartoony for me. Like, he just seems like he isn't in the right universe. And I get it. I understand that like a lot of the characters in Scary Movie are like goofy and cartoony sometimes, but he just seems like a Looney Tunes character. Like, he is in the wrong movie. He needs to be in Space Jam or something. I don't know. He's not the worst person ever, but it's just not for me personally. Scary Movie 4, I like that they tried with the whole jigsaw thing. I think that's kind of creative, but other than that, this movie just doesn't really do it for me. And like I said, I don't dislike this one nearly as much as Scary Movie 5, but it doesn't hold a candle to the first 3 movies. Okay, now in third place, we're going to go with Scary Movie 3. Okay, now look, I promise you guys, on my life, okay, I'm not doing this on purpose. How Scary Movie 5 was in 5th, Scary Movie 4 was in 4th, and Scary Movie 3 is in 3rd. I'm not doing that intentionally, okay? That's just magically happening, okay? It's just my personal ranking, okay? Don't judge me. But Scary Movie 3 is a pretty solid movie, okay? I actually enjoy it quite a bit, and I don't really have that many problems with it besides the fact that the Wayans brothers are not in it, Shorty and Ray are just freaking fan favorite characters, and the fact that they're just completely absent from this movie, they're not mentioned at all, it's kind of just disheartening, especially since they are the ones that, helped create the freaking franchise. So the fact that they're just not in this one, it kind of sucks. But we get some new and upcomers. We get Anthony Anderson, Kevin Hart, Charlie Sheen's and Simon Rex, and we get some pretty cool celebrity appearances, which is kind of fun. This one, it feels like they're really trying to go big with this one, and it shows. It definitely seems like a MTV kind of movie, which I'm not complaining about, especially for the time. I'm sure this movie had like all the hottest, stars and everything. So, I'm all right with it. Scary Movie 3, it's a fun time. It's a pretty solid movie. And like I said, I don't have many problems with it, but there's two that does it a little better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the runner up for second place, we're going to go with Scary Movie 1, okay, the original. Now, look, I broke the trend, all right? I broke the trend, so I hope that you guys are happy now. And look, if you ask me what the perfect parody movie is, I'd say it's this one. I think Scary Movie is a great movie, and there's lots of people who believe that this one is the best one. It made the most money at the box office. It has some of the most quotable and most iconic lines in the entire franchise. And I love the movie, okay? I don't have anything really negative to say about it. I think this movie is a classic. I think this movie is great in almost every regard. This movie balances the Scream franchise and I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise so well. Like, all jokes aside, like, even considering it's a parody movie, they mix these two movies well and it actually works. Like, it's actually genuinely good writing, so I'm actually really impressed by that. Scary Movie, I know a lot of the jokes nowadays probably wouldn't fly today because, the generation and the society that we live in now and how times have changed. But, a good joke is a good joke, all right? So if it makes you laugh, it makes you laugh. And this movie is full of that, just lots of just memorable and quotable moments that you have to admire. So Scary Movie is just an overall great movie. It spawned a whole genre of parody movies with superhero movie, epic movie, disaster movie, date movie, etc., etc. Whether they're good or not is up to you to decide. But I'd say like this is the movie that started it all. This one is probably still to this day the best parody movie. Then you can't really argue it. But for me, in first place, we're gonna go ahead and go with Scary Movie 2. All right. And look, I know I just hyped up the first Scary Movie like it was the greatest parody movie of all time. And look, Scary Movie 2, it didn't do as well financially as the first one, and the reviews for this one weren't as great as the first one. But it's just something about this movie that I love, okay? This is my go-to guilty pleasure movie, all right? I know this movie isn't great. I know it has its flaws and everything like that, but this movie, to me, it's just over the top. It's no holds barred. It didn't hold anything back, okay? And that's why I like this movie so much, just because it has so much nonsense and so much just insanity that it's like you wonder, like, how did this fly? How did they get away with this? And that's what Scary Movie 2 is. I will admit there is a lot more gross humor in this one, which can be a little off-putting depending on who you are, if you have like a weak stomach or anything. But this movie is just hilarious, okay? From beginning to end, it's just full of laughs and just the most insane things you'll possibly see on any, movie screen ever. And, Scary Movie is great, but this one, I feel like it's just a little more fun, okay? They're almost neck and neck for me, and, some people may say the first one, and I won't be mad at you for it, and, I want you guys to let me know what your rankings are as well. But for me, Scary Movie 2 takes the cake. This is my go-to guilty pleasure movie. I love it. This movie, it just brings a smile to my face every single time, all right? I grew up with this movie, and, to me, it's a classic. I'm sure at the time, the reviews and that it didn't do so well at the box office, it probably wasn't a great movie at the time, but nowadays a lot of people consider it their favorite. A lot of people consider it a classic, and I get why. This movie isn't great, but it's great. So what you gonna do? All right, and now it is over. Let me know what your list is. Let me know if you agree with mine. Give me some feedback. Let me know if there's any way I can possibly improve the videos. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of this video, it wasn't that easy for me to make. So if you guys can, get the views up, get the likes up, share the video, all those good things, and I will appreciate it, and it will help tremendously. It'll let me know that you guys want to see more. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hopefully we can do more like it. But I'm NA4 and I am out. Peace.